What's good today? I'm going to be showing you how to make another great chaos type beat. Sorry for the missed uploads. I've been sick as fuck. But this is going to be like me and my cup type beat. Not a plex and shit. Not a layering. It's not too hard, but alright, let's get straight into this shit. So first I grab this spiccato down strings out of expand 2, and it goes like this. I really used, how many notes is that? 4 or 5 notes. Repeated the same thing a couple over and over again. Nothing too complicated. And on that, oh shit. EQ to bring out the highs, and another one to bring out the lows. Next was, I went into serum and grabbed a lead out of Soundboy's serum bank. If you see my videos, I use this shit a lot. I literally just copied the same pattern over it. It's like a voice copy, but you know, for these types of beats, you just want weird sounds, but a little distortion towards it, just to make, give that punch. Next, I went to Electro X and grabbed this Key 2020 piano and strings. See how there's like that distorted feel? A lot of these beats, these pluck beats for Ken Carson, you use like strings and shit, also plucks. You don't really want like happy plucks, like Project X plucks that he was using, but yeah, I just keep layering everything just to give it more depth. And this next one, I think, is a pluck from Eldon Serum Bank, metal. Literally the same pattern over and over again. I'm not going crazy on it. Pause. I'm not going crazy, just literally just laying out simple shit. And for the last layer, I went into Surge XT. This is a free plugin, by the way. I recommend you grab it. It's got a bunch of shit in it. But a polysynth called Messy. This has got a distorted feel. I know Starboy and Out of Town use Nexus, but I don't know what preset they use. But Surge XT really comes close to Nexus. Nexus is like kind of like plugin. But next I put down this very, very simple lead. Grab this lead out of Arcalis, whatever you want to call it. So, Serum Bank, King Vamp. Shit. You know, very like basic, using the same notes from the pluck earlier. Next is another lead. For these, I just have a couple different leads, so when I put the arrangement down, it gives it a little more like build up, and the audience and the listeners don't get really bored at the same thing repeating. But this is the next lead. Also, for all of those sounds I just used, I really just used EQs to cut out the lows and highs, but for some, I'll show you what I did on this after. Literally just up and down. This I used a fruity chorus. That was the last lead, sorry. That I used a fruity chorus. This I used a Gross Beat Basic 10. Started about halfway. Didn't want to do too much of it. And then I just cut off some of the highs and the lows. And that's what you got with that. And next is, okay, for a lot of these Ken Carson beats, you're going to want to use like one hitters, like I'll show you. This is just a bass out of that Arcalis bank again. Just one hitters like this. It just gives it more like feel in the beat. But I don't really like to put this down too much because it clashes with the 808. And then the next I did another one hitter, but from Electro X. pad multi-string. For these, I didn't even put anything on the mixer, just left it how it is. This one's playing over and over again. And next, oh yeah, I got rid of the lead. Okay, so here's what the melody sounds like all together. Next, we are at the drums. So I started off with this clap. From literally some of the sounds I use, or actually I think every drum sound, is from this this kit. I think it's like $10, where you get literally every single sound that Ken Carson has used across all his albums and Lost Fellas 4. On the Great Chaos, it really didn't go crazy with the claps. It was more the snares, and you'll see that in a minute. And I did this simple hi-hat pattern. And this just repeats for, 8 bars. If you're putting down rolls, make sure you do these velocities where it comes up. It gives it like more bounce and depth. You just don't want to have it straight the entire time, or it's just the same, velocity the entire time. Next up, I have 2 open hats. This is the first one. Very, very simple stuff. Plays for 8 bars. Next is this other open hat. And that just plays on the offbeat after the first open hat. Just same thing. Next is the snare. Okay, this is what I was literally just talking about. The claps don't go crazy and the hi-hats really don't do much, but the snares in almost literally every single song had crazy ass roll. Shout out to Lil 88 because he does some crazy shit, but here's the first snare. It was always at the end of 8 bars that they would do like the long ass rolls, so that's what I did here. And then the next snare, it's not really that crazy. It's kind of just ear candy, like filler shit. And I took this out just so I could do the roll with the other snare. And then I have 2 808 patterns, but for your 808s, oh, by the way, I put nothing on the mixers for most of my drums, except for I just boosted this, and then always do this square when you're doing your 808, so it doesn't, go longer than needed to. But for a lot of the 808s, they were like, I want to say melodic, like using very notes, because you see I'm going up and down all the time. So make sure you do that when you do these kinds of beats. But here's the first 808. And there was a lot of rolls in the 808 patterns. So make sure you throw in some of those like right here. I just did a little 3 roll. But next is this other 808. This is for some switch up, so just like I said earlier, so the listener doesn't get too bored. And like I said, I'm going all over the place with the notes just to give it more, variety. And here's what all the drums sound like together. The snare is giving that bounce, and the most important part is your open hats giving bounce too. Don't forget about that, or your shit will be whack. And for the arrangement, I just had the pluck going mainly the entire time, with the first lead going during the hook, and then on the verse switching up the lead. And with the one shots, I didn't clash the one shots with the 808, or else it'll make the 808 sound muddy and gross. And I did this little stutter thing. If you see my other videos, I like to do that a lot. But yeah, at the end, I put the leads together just to give it some bounce, but really I didn't do anything too crazy, just little stops here and there. And then I added this this laugh, and then I have my tag here. But that is how to make a beat for A Great Chaos by Carson. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see in the next. Thank you.